All right, I'm here hanging out with Waylon from Viper, who's got a new 5-in-1 gauge that racers are definitely going to want to take to the track. So Waylon, can you walk us through some of the features of this new Pro Gauge?
Absolutely. So the Pro Gauge is a 5-in-1 tool. It's a battery monitor, a link device, which will be a programmer for all of our electronic equipment, our speed controls that we release. It is a servo tester, so you can run your servos, you can test your servos.
What's cool about the servo tester too, can you go into that parameter?
Yes.
Is it shows you the servo speed, the voltage and amp draw of the servo. So you can plug in any of your servos, check out the speed to see if it's accurate to the manufacturer's spec. You can also check out the draw, the load that it's going to take from your battery, I understand?
Yep. It shows you the amp draw. You can set it to the swing mode where it will run the servo back and forth.
Can you show that to the camera actually, so that it shows the speed like 0.07 or whatever the speed may be?
Yeah, it'll show the speed, it'll show the amp draw during that load. So you can use it to check servos to make sure they're working properly. You can use it to center the servo. You can operate the servo manually as well by running this dial on the top.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, and with checking your batteries, you can check each individual cell of a 2, 3, 4, and 5.
6 cell actually.
All the way up to a 6 cell.
All the way up to a 6 cell.
It monitors the voltage, monitors the draw. What else does this 5-in-1 do?
It's also a tachometer for any airplane or helicopter guys.
So this little gauge on the side right here?
There's a RPM sensor here, so it monitors the light bouncing off the rotor blades.
So and I understand, Waylon, that this sensor in the future, on this Pro Gauge, the Generation 2 is going to have a temp sensor. So for you guys that want to monitor your speed controller or your motor temps, you can actually just put this 5-in-1 gauge right up to your motor and get your motor temp.
Exactly.
And it also programs the speed controller, I understand, right?
Yep. All the programming will be done through the speed controllers. No light programming, no tone programming. It's all read out on the display. Very easy and simple to use.
So current limiter, timing, all the parameters that you'd normally see in a speed controller, you can set with this Pro Gauge?
Exactly. Boost, smoothness, all the functions that
throttle band and all that stuff.
Exactly. And then the final function is the PPM monitor, which would be for anyone who's still using a non-spread spectrum radio system. You can check your receivers and make sure they're working properly.
Oh, great. Well, that's awesome, Waylon. This is a very exciting new product, and it's also for the plane market, as you mentioned. It's a tachometer, but I really imagine the car guys are going to go nuts over this and want to carry this in their pit bag.
Yeah, it's a great tool. It's a great tool. I beat this thing up. It floats around in my box. It's durable. It works great. It's fast.
Well, thanks for showing it to us, Waylon.
Thank you.